We're happy to announce the availability of VaR using Monte Carlo simulation in Rival Risk. So let's show you how it works. All you do is pull up the VaR window in Rival Risk, and you start by determining what inputs you want to use for the model. So I can define my confidence interval. I can determine how many days out, and then I can filter out various accounts as well as various products, or I can just include everything. And then I can determine if I want to calculate VaR, one VaR number for everything combined, where we'll look at one position across all the accounts, so taking into account offsetting positions, taking into account the correlations between all the various products, and spit out one VaR number. Or I can look at a separate VaR number for each account. So it will look at just the positions in that account and then take into account the correlations for the products that that account has positions in. Or I can run a separate VaR for each product. So once I pick how I want to calculate the VaR, I can then save a VaR template, which will allow me to pull up the same scenario at any point in time in the future. And then all I have to do is click run. So I'm going to select a template that I created earlier where it's going to just break it down separately for test 1 and test 2 account. I click run, and the system is going to take the current position. So at any point in the day, Rival Risk always knows the current position. So you start with a position as users are trading, or we're taking dropped copies in. We are always going to have the current position, and then all you do is click a button. You don't have to upload a position or do anything else. You just click a button, and we will automatically calculate VaR based off the current position, as well as other things that are happening in the market at any point in time. So you don't have to wait until the end of the day or the next morning to get your VaR number. You could also run it after hours if you want to, and it'll work just the same. So once the calculation is done, you will see one number for all selected. So we always run a VaR for everything combined. And then you'll see the separate VaR numbers for each account. And then on the right hand side, I will see a histogram showing me the results of each of the samples that we ran using Monte Carlo. So in this scenario, we ran 10,000 samples. I can see the statistic output, so I can see the kurtosis, the skew, the standard deviation, and the mean, as well as the tail loss. And if I hover over, I can see the results of each of the actual samples. If I click on each account, I can see that same information for the various accounts. So you can really kind of dig in and have insight into where that VaR number is coming from. So let's show you what it looks like if I run VaR by product. So I created this earlier. I'm filtering out a few products. I'm clicking run. I'm just going to do the same exact calculations, but now break it down by product. So I still have the total number for everything combined, and then I have each product run separately. So if I click on, let's say, corn, I can then see the same, the distribution and the statistics for each product on its own. So as you can see, running VaR in Rival Risk is very easy, and we're excited to release it to all of our Rival Risk users. If you'd like to learn more about our products or request a demo, visit us at rivalsystems.com.